welcome to the Sport News on the Papyrus Global TV. First, the headlines. Senegal edge Egypt in 10th semi-final to seal Afcon final spot. Morocco defeats Nigeria on penalties to clinch Afcon 2025 final spot. BUA chairman reaffirms 500,000 reward for Super Eagles despite semi-final loss. Peter Obi rallies Super Eagles after penalty heartbreaks in Rabat. Morocco coach admits Nigerians' discipline nearly ended their Afcon dream. Fallout begins as Burkina Faso dismisses coach following Afcon disappointment. Osimhen backs Eric Chelle to stay despite Afcon semi-final loss. Before we start the news, I'd like to say that we are extremely proud of the Super Eagles. This set of young men came from nothing from the beginning of the match to semi-finals. We are proud of our boys and nothing could stop that. Now the news in details. The tactical battle between two of Africa's most successful footballing nations, Senegal's Teranga Lions, secured their place in the finals of the 2025 Afcon Cup of Nations by narrowly defeating Egypt 1-0. The semi-final clash held in Morocco was a repeat of the 2021 final, but this time the reigning champion managed to settle the contest within regulation time, avoiding the drama of penalty shootout. The match was defined by a cautious approach from both sides, with Egypt employing their trademark defensive discipline to neutralize Senegal's stuttered attack. However, the deadlock was finally broken in the second half when Senegal's persistence paid off, capitalizing on a rare moment of space in the Egyptian final third. The Senegalese front line combined effectively to slot home the game's only goal, sending their supporters into frenzy. Egypt, led by Mohamed Salah, fought violently in the closing stage to find an equalizer, pinning Senegal back into their own half. Despite several set-piece opportunities and led crosses into the box, the Senegalese defense, anchored by veteran leadership, remained resolute, clearing every threat that came their way. The victory keeps Senegal's hope of a title defense alive as they move on to the grand finale to face the host nation, Morocco. For Egypt, the defeat marked a disappointing end to a campaign where they had hoped to reclaim their status as continental kings. Senegal now enters the final with significant momentum, looking to cement their era of dominance in African football with a second consecutive Afcon trophy. We are all Africa, and this is just beautiful, I will say. The dream of a fourth continental title ended in a night of unbearable tension in Marrakech as the Super Eagles of In a significant show of corporate support, the chairman of BOA Group, Alhaji Abdul Samad Rabiu, has announced that his promised reward of $500,000 for the Super Eagles remain active. Following Nigeria's heartbreaking exit from the Afcon 2025 via a penalty shootout in the semi-finals, Rabiu clarifies that the incentive was not solely contingent on winning the trophy, but rather a recognition of the team's hard work, national pride, and their journey to the final stage of the tournament. The BOA chairman emphasized that the players poured their heart into the pitch and represented Nigeria with distinction on the continental stage. He noted that the reward is intended to boost morale as the team prepares for their third-place playoff and further international engagement, including the World Cup qualifiers, This gesture has been widely praised by sport analysts as a vital intervention to ensure the players do not become demoralized by the narrow defeat in Morocco. Former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi has sent a message of hope and encouragement to the Super Eagles following their semi-final defeat. In a statement released on Monday, January 12, 2026, Obi told players and the coaching staff that while the defeat is painful, the journey isn't over. He praised the team's resilience and skill, noting that they unified the nation during a period of significant domestic challenges. Obi urged the team to use the heartbreak in Morocco as a stepping stone for further excellence. He remarked that football served as a powerful metaphor for the Nigerian spirit. Resilience in the face of setback. By focusing on the progress made during the tournament rather than just the final result, Obi encouraged the players to keep their heads high as they represent the green-white-green flag. This message resonates across social media, where fans have been divided between disappointment over the loss and pride in the team's overall performance.
We will now go on a short break, and when we come back, the news will continue. Stay tuned.
The Papyrus Global, we don't just cover events, we create cinematic experiences. From red carpets to birthdays, gala dinners, and your fairy tale weddings, we bring your moments to life with high-tech precision. Our gadgets are smarter, our lenses sharper, and our team simply world-class. Trust the Papyrus Global to tell your story in the boldest, brightest way possible.
Welcome back, and now the news will continue.
In a rare show of coaching, Kara Madri, the head coach of the Moroccan national team, has offered high praise for Nigerian Super Eagles and their manager, Eric Chini. Following their intense semi-finals encounter, speaking to the press after the match, the Atlas Lion managers remarked that Nigerians presented the most difficult tactical challenge his side had faced throughout the tournament. He specifically highlighted Chile's ability to organize a disciplined defensive block while maintaining a lethal counter-attacking threat that kept the host on edge for 120 minutes. The Moroccan tacticians noted that while Nigeria lost via the lottery of penalty, the structural improvement in the Super Eagles' play under Chile were evident. He further stated that Nigeria is back to being a team that is very hard to beat, adding that the work done by the Malian-born coach in such a short period deserves immense credit. This endorsement from the host nation's coach has somewhat softened the blow for Nigerians fans, reinforcing the narrative that the Super Eagles' exit was not due to a lack of quality or coaching, but rather the narrowest of margin in a high-pressure environment. The Burkina Faso Football Federation (FBF) has officially terminated the contract of head coach Brahima Traore with immediate effect. The decision was announced on Monday, January 12, 2026, just hours after the Stallions were eliminated from Afcon 2025. Despite high expectation heading into the tournament in Morocco, Burkina Faso failed to replicate their previous deep runs in the competition, leading to a wave of disappointment across the country. The FBF cited a failure to meet the technical objectives outlined in Traore's contract as the primary reason for the dismissal. While Traore had initially enjoyed support for integrating younger players into the squad, the team's inability to navigate the knockout stages was deemed unacceptable by the federation's leadership. The search for a successor has already begun, with the FBF stating they are looking for a high-profile manager capable of leading the Stallions through the upcoming World Cup qualifiers and the next Afcon circle. Victor Osimhen has called on Nigerians to recognize the tactical brilliance and leadership of head coach Eric Chelle. Osimhen, who has been a focal point of Nigerians' attack throughout the tournament, stated that the coach's meticulous preparation and ability to build a cohesive unit have been the primary drive behind the team's deep run in the competition. Osimhen highlighted that Charlie brought a new level of discipline and a clear identity to the Super Eagles, something he felt had been lacking in previous years. The coach has done a great job in making us believe in a specific system. He understands the players and knows how to get the best out of everyone, Osimhen remarked during a pre-match press conference. The reigning African Footballer of the Year noted that the players are fully committed to Chile's vision, and the positive atmosphere in the dressing room is a testament to the coach's management skill. This comment from a team's most influential player served as a strong vote of confidence for Chile, especially as the Super Eagles faced the daunting task of playing the Atlas Lion in front of a partisan home crowd. Osimhen's praise underscored a shift in the team's internal culture, moving away from individual brilliance towards a structured, team-oriented approach that has made Nigerians one of the most difficult teams to score in 2025 tournament. This has been the Papyrus Global Sport. Let's discuss the game in the comment section. And if you have videos or any happenings that you want us to look into, you can send to us at admin@thepapyrusglobal.com. Thank you for watching.